I shut it off.
Oh, okay.
So you can. All right, we got the 4 bolts out. Now Darren's popping the end cap off, and we can kind of show you the damage that has been done. Okay, right where he's got that screwdriver there, that thrust washer is loose in there, and it should not be. This is due to the fact that somebody used a hammer and tried, when they put it back together, and they tried to smack the end cap to get it to go slide back on. That's a no-no. If you've got a hammer in your toolbox, throw it away. When you're doing this, don't use a hammer at all in any part of this repair. Next, we're going to slide what we call the rotor off. Okay, slide the rotor off, set it aside. Now, to get this off, this is the armature. You just have to wiggle and pull. Some of them come out really nice and easy, others not so much. This looks like it's going to be one that's going to be not so much. Just have to keep wiggle and pull, wiggle and pull. There you go. That's how you get the armature out. Now you've got the splines there that the coupler goes onto or attaches to, and then there's one on the pump side also, and then your coupler will be inside the cavity. Now this is one that doctor has already attempted to change, so it has a new coupler in it already. Generally, if the coupler's bad, it's going to be in a lot of different little pieces, and you'll have to get in there and dig all the little pieces out and little chunks out before you put the new coupler in. That's a new coupler right there in Darren's hand.
Okay.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of emery paper or a fairly fine sandpaper and just kind of sand the edge where the bearing slides in. It'll kind of take any burrs off and help get it slid back together a little easier. And wipe the cavity out, get any, debris, sandpaper, and just make sure that you have all the chunks of the old coupler out of the cavity, because that will make things difficult when putting back together if they're not all out of there. Okay, another thing that might help you is take a little grease or oil and put on the bearing, and maybe even put some on the splines on the coupler to make it slide back together. You can use oil, you could use white lithium grease, just any kind of lubricant to just help it slide back together. When we take this apart, there should be no oil in that cavity. If there's oil inside the cavity, you probably have a seal that's gone bad between the reservoir tank and the coupler or the armature motor. Same thing, you had to wiggle and pull to get it out. Just kind of wiggle and push to get it to go back in. Okay, when you've got it all back together, your bearing will be flush with the end of the block. So right there, you should be flush with the end of the block. Okay, now you're ready to put the stator back on. And take note as to where the wires are when you take the stator off, because we've had people that have put the stator on backwards and that makes things rotate backwards. So what he's doing here is just kind of getting it started onto it's got to be swedged onto the block. Now when you put your end cap on, you can get it started onto the shaft. Slide her on. Get your holes lined up. Once you get one screw started, the others should go fairly easy. And then you can use your 1/4-inch screws to kind of pull it all together. Just go from one side to the other, top to bottom. Don't tighten one and then go back and tighten the other one. Just go a little bit at a time on each one to tighten them all back up. And that should draw everything back into place. You can see here where this is all pulling together. Okay, now we've got it all together. We're going to take it out of the vise, take it over, and get ready to bench test it. Because when they get shipped to us, we like them to be empty. This one has taken about 1 quart of oil.
This is
We've got our power hooked up. We've got everything ready to go. Got to plug it into the wall.
Yes, we do. Tremendous.
Now you can see, move your hand, you can see the oil pumping out right now. Now when he throws that blue valve here, that takes us up to, on the gauge, we're reading almost 1,000 pounds. So this one is very good. So that's how you change a motor coupler. If you have any questions or comments or anything, give us a call. Thanks for watching.